sir. I received an encrypted transmission from an untraceable source. It claims that Tosh here was part of a classified operation called Project Shadowblade. They used Jorium and Terrazine to enhance ghost powers.
It's true. We are called Spectres. Next generation ghosts.
And you were gonna tell me all this when?
We all have our secrets, Mr. Rena. Doesn't mean I'm any threat to you.
Maybe not. But whoever sent this message could be. Matt, any way to verify the transmission?
No, sir. But it does end with, "I'll be in touch soon."
It's Minsk, trying to turn us against each other. Don't let him.
I'll let it lie for now. At least till I find out who sent this transmission. But I'll be keeping an eye on you, Tosh.
You can try.
Hey everybody, this is EZ, and welcome to episode 9 of my Starcraft 2 Let's Play. In this episode, we are going to take on the mission Haven. There's 2 missions for Haven. I will explain them all. I'll explain both of them. We will be doing both of them. One of them we'll be doing later. First, let's go in here. We can talk to Tosh.
Still don't trust me, brother. Until you decide. Ain't nothing to discuss.
Okay, and thanks for that, Tosh. Now we talk to Tychus.
That Tosh is a whack job, Jimmy. Spends all his time muttering and playing around with those damn dolls of his.
Well, I need someone to balance out your sophistication and good manners.
The guy ain't riding ahead, brother. I can appreciate some good honest craziness. But that guy, he's got something broke inside.
And now let's do the ever funny newscast.
I repeat, death toll is in the thousands. A Dominion weapons plant exploded hours ago, causing a chain reaction that has taken out several housing complexes in this working-class neighborhood. Dominion security forces claim it was an act of terror by the notorious Jim Raynor, but our own investigations suggest that the plant must have been infiltrated by forces with sophisticated stealth technologies. It begs the question, could some of the Dominion's ghost operatives have gone rogue? For UNN, this is Kate Lockwell reporting from the core world, Nefor 2.
Alright, now we head on to the armory. And the armory console right here. What we can do is vehicles. We can get the Glath upgrade that lets them shoot air and ground at the same time. And they get 3 missile range and 1 cannon range. We don't need either one of those. So actually for this mission, I am not going to upgrade anything. We head into the laboratory, talk to Dr. Hansen.
I've run a few tests on the terrazine gas like you asked. It's clearly related to Vespene gas, but there are some very exotic organics added into the mix.
Any guesses what it's used for?
Well, it would definitely affect brain chemistry, so it could be used as some kind of drug or stimulant, I suppose.
Drugs, huh? That's just wonderful.
Yeah, I'm clicking the Protoss tank, read a little bit about this. The crystal is growing, and it appears to have some sort of antimatter. Gravitational anomaly? Non-standard phenomenon? Hovering over it. I'm now convinced that the crystal is drawing power from the ship, but in ways so subtle as to be undetectable. It is non-organic, but has a molecular structure as diverse and complex as any organism. It's developed an intricate matrix that makes it tough and surprisingly flexible. An alloy based on this crystal would have impressive damage migration. The structure of this matrix also suggests some sort of energy storage system. This might be something to this. Protoss are so far beyond us, we must seem unknown to them. Now we get into the Protoss Council. We actually have a new research option we can choose to use here. We can get the Vanadium plating, which upgrades the armor upgradation engineering bay, increase the life by 5. Or we can get the ultra capacitors, which upgrade attack power, and we upgrade attack speed by 5%. We're going to be getting that one. Okay, that one, the Ultra. That's just upgrade your attack speed, that will come in handy. And now we get hit to the bridge. Talk to Matt Horner.
What do you make of that encrypted message, Matt?
I honestly don't know, sir. If Tosh really is one of these specters, it's clear Mengsk would try to ruin your partnership. But Tosh isn't telling us everything. If we're going to win this revolution...
I know. We have to be sure of our allies.
Okay, and... gonna go click on the star map for our next mission. We have 3 to choose from. Haven, Tarsonis, and Zil. We're gonna be doing Haven.
My people established a new colony on Haven. It was going well, but now the colony's gone dark. They're not responding on any frequency. We need to get there and see what the situation is. They might have been exposed to the Zerg virus, and they are on the verge of Protoss space. Jim, I'm worried that something has gone very wrong.
In this mission, we get a Viking, which can actually land and fly, which is a very versatile unit, but it's also very squishy, so you can be careful with them. If you notice the research opportunities, you see a question mark up here, and when you hit launch, you'll see why.
We're almost to Haven, but there's still been no contact from... Sir, there's a Protoss fleet holding in orbit. They're disrupting all communications to the surface, and it looks like they're powering up their main weapons.
Jim, you have to stop this.
Matt, open a channel to the Protoss. Let's see how diplomatic they're feeling.
Intaro Tassadar, James Raynor. I am Executor Celendis. Your bravery and service to Ire are known to us.
Intaro Tassadar, Celendis. Listen, with all due respect, your fleet needs to pull back. The people on Haven are no threat to you.
Our observers detected Zerg hive spores infesting the colonists. They must be purified. If you wish to undertake this mission in our stead, we will permit it.
Jim, some of my people are infested. But you can't let the Protoss just destroy them all. If you keep the Protoss at bay, I know I can find a cure for the infestation.
The only cure for Zerg infestation is purification by fire. You know this to be true, James Raynor.
I can cure them, Jim. Believe me.
If you choose to resist us, we will meet in glorious combat. The choice is yours, James Raynor. We await your answer.
Alright, in this you get to choose protect the colony or purify the colony. Both missions, they start out, well, this one starts out hard, this one ends off hard. And it's also timed. But I need the Protoss research more than the Zerg at this point, so I always do purify the colony. I will be doing protect the colony, so don't worry, I wish I had beat that one too.
I'm so sorry, Ariel. But the Executor's right. Believe me, they wouldn't have come all the way here if their data wasn't conclusive. Call off your fleet, Celendis. This is a Terran thing. I'll handle it myself.
What? This isn't right. I thought you were a better man than this, Jim.
Ariel, if there was a cure, you would have found it by now. The only thing we can do is put an end to this once and for all.
I won't accept that. Every one of my people can be saved. I'm close to finding the cure, I know it.
Honor to you, James Raynor. You were ever a true friend of the Protoss. Although this work is painful for you, many more lives will be saved by your actions this day.
We've all laid it on the line for these folks more than once. But there's only one way we can help them now. We've got to save the ones we can, and kill the rest. I know it's terrible, but if we wipe out these infested settlements, we'll save the whole damn planet from being overrun.
Ain't nothing a little fire won't cure. A lot of ground to cover, though. We ain't got enough troops to be everywhere at once.
Don't worry about it. Swan's already got that covered.
Yeah, I got you covered. Had to call in a few favors to get the schematics for these babies. You owe me big time, cowboy. Don't forget, these bad boys can switch between air and ground mode anytime you need them to.
Those Vikings will make all the difference. But it looks like some of the infested colonists are turning already.
And those structures are infesting more of them.
Let's just get this done.
Now this mission, I might do a few save loads in it, just because if you don't start out right, you will lose. But this mission, actually the first mission you'll see where I don't make a massive marine ball. Because you don't need it. You'll actually lose if you do that. So what we need to do is you'll see how I do this mission. Once it decides to load on us here. This is where you control the difficulty of this mission. Where every settlement you destroy, that actually makes less men come attack you. So if you let more get infested, you have more attacks on your base.
Infestation source detected.
Sir, that virophage structure is spreading the Zerg virus to the colonists. We've got to destroy all the virophages. The more of them there are, the more infested we'll have to fight. Sir, I'm detecting some large Zerg flyers. They match the reported profiles for broodlords. Be careful. They're lethal against ground targets.
Then we'll hit them from the air. Where are my Vikings at?
Alright. And now we get to start this mission. We can start doing that. Train a couple of CVs up over here. Turn this into a control tower.
Stay sharp. I want anyone that leaves the ship wearing a suit. Last thing I need is more people getting infested.
They infest Marines too, brother.
My orders still stand. Shouldn't be a problem for you though, Tychus.
Raider just owned Tychus right there. That was a hilarious line if you actually caught it. I'm not making a big marine medic ball, but I am going to make some base defense. So, I'm going to train some marines out of here. The force I attack with is not really useful in any other situation but this mission, as you will see soon enough. Like I said, this mission is just based on timing and speed. I'm going to do a lot of saves here just in case I do need to. Because you never know when you have to save load in a mission like this. If I do this mission right, I will run out of minerals. That's my goal in this mission, to run out of minerals basically, because I know I'm doing it right. I've got 5 Vikings here. I'm not going to do anything like at least 7. So you can start doing some attacks. I need 300 minerals, so I need to keep making. I was going to keep making some SCVs when we supply back if I do, so I need to put that in the CV. Fill up this bunker completely. I will have a bunker here, and I'll have one up here on the high ground too. And I should have one more down here. Just for protection of the base. It's not, you don't need it, it's just recommended. And the fact that I don't have an incredibly large SCV army yet to produce minerals fast enough for me, this does get kind of challenging. This I don't even need it all. I could just use this as cannon fodder. But really, who uses a building as cannon fodder? Unless you're playing online with my friends, because they like doing that. And now I'm just gonna keep waiting, keep building up some army. I guess I need about 6 or 7 Vikings before I can do anything. I'm not gonna attack this yet. Some people always say kill this one first, but I'm not gonna do that yet. I have reasons why I'm not. I will explain them later as we get closer to why I'm not gonna do it. I can block off this ground completely over here, it doesn't matter. Because, like I said, we're attacking only by air. I'm only using Vikings to attack. And I will expand if needed. And then if I do, I'll just salvage the bunker, so it's not the end of the world. for some supply blocks. Figure something that I would do in a game like this. Get supply block when I don't need to. Now, after this mission, you will get an interesting segment. You can actually... I'm going to start attacking. I'm not going to finish this base off. I'm going to start damaging some of the units in there. Just because I can. Now, Vikings have an incredible range. Vikings have a range of 9 in the air. Nothing outranges a Viking in the air. If you can think of a unit that can, please let me know, because I can't think of one right now that would. Okay, now all the air structures are dead for this. Anything that can hurt me in the air is dead. So I'm fine with that. That's the way it should be. Zerg needs to die.
The infested are heading to a settlement in the south.
Now, this is what I was talking about when I said you need at least 7 Vikings. Because I should be attacked by Mutalists right here. Yep, there they are. They're going to attack my base. Actually, you can micro the damage ones back, so you don't lose any. I did lose 2 of them. That was a really bad engagement on my part. And when some people might actually save load after this, lost 3 now. I'm not going to save load because I did get 2 more back. Not the end of the world. But the most important thing in this mission to remember: always keep producing Vikings and never land inside the actual base. Being attacked by an infested Terran on the ground, that's why I'm really running. What I'm going to do here is something that Vikings can do. It's an interesting thing that Vikings can do. They can land on the ground. They do really good damage on the ground. I think they actually do more ground damage than they do air damage. Which is actually a really good thing. Never let the Viro Podge finish. As soon as the Viro Page dies, everything else dies.
That was too close. Thanks.
You get a little message from the settlers when you successfully defend them. Just gotta know they can't do anything for themselves, and they require rain intervention for them.
Warning. Class 5 biosignature detected converging on the command center.
Now that's just a special unit. It's nothing really to worry about. I mean, they are a threat sometimes, but not right now. Don't have to worry about them right now at all. I'm at a gas shortage, so I'm actually going to go build myself another refinery. Which you don't need to do. You don't have to build the refinery, but again, I'm doing it just to keep everything safer. And that's the Class 5 biosignature right there. The Aberration. You guys might remember that from the Outbreak mission. So, I'm continually repairing my Vikings as I'm doing this, because by the end of this mission I should have a squad of roughly 40-something Vikings. That's right around the number you want, actually. I'm not joking. That's about the number you want. It's 40-something. Which does say something right there. If you need 40-something Vikings as a good attack squad, you're going to have a lot of men coming to kill you.
Warning. Class 5 biosignature detected converging on the command center.
Sir, another settlement is being infested by the Zerg.
I think you always want to make sure you do is avoid the bases you have not killed yet, like I'm avoiding this one. Mission could be a lot easier if I did kill that, but I'm not going to because it's not necessary. What you need to do as soon as you see a colony get infested, even if you're killing one of the already infested ones you gotta fully kill to get out of, you want to stop everything you're doing and go stop the infested colonies. Because if you can do that, the mission is a cakewalk. Once you get about 30 Vikings or so. Doesn't matter, like every time you save a colony, just to do a quick little save. I mean, it can't hurt to do it, so why not, right? As soon as the Fat gets destroyed, just pop up and leave. I mean,
Warning.
roaches
Class
can't hurt
5
you.
biosignature detected converging on the command center.
That was too close. Thanks.
Sir, Stedman says Dr. Hansen has locked herself in the lab. Alone. She's desperate to save her people. I'm worried about what she might do.
Always keep producing Vikings. Keep just building everything you can. I don't have an armory yet for some reason, though I should at this point. I have slight lagging issues right now. Nothing to really worry about. Now this mission can get challenging if your base defense is not good enough. As you can see with mine, it's not quite where it should be at right now. Those small attacks are nothing. You gotta do in between every attack you do, you just got to keep building up more Vikings and all that stuff.
Warning. Class 5 biosignature detected converging on the command center.
I'm just 100% positive as soon as I land these Vikings, we're gonna get another base, but I'm gonna do this anyway. Now in some missions I will have to turn down the graphic settings from extreme just because of the fact there's so many men. This might be one of those missions, I'm not sure yet. I will find out later if it is. Now you don't have to kill just the Virophage. If a colony gets infested, you need to kill every building in the entire base to truly cleanse the colony.
Another settlement is coming under attack.
I know I said what you want to do is drop everything you're doing, but it's almost dead anyway. I'm just gonna finish it
That
off.
settlement has been cleared of Zerg biosignatures. Well done,
I
sir.
got 19 of them now. I got 19 Vikings, which is a very big squad of Vikings. If you ever see a guy have 19 Vikings in multiplayer, they have too much time on their hands. This colony hasn't been touched yet, it will soon enough. The Virophage is the most important thing to kill, but in order to do that, you gotta take out all the air guys. You never want to send in a ground army, because the Broodlords will just eat ground guys up. You can see they do 23 damage to with their Broodling strikes. You also produce the Broodlings to attack 2, so you have to fight 2 enemies for 1 there. Broodlords are a replacement for Guardians. If you ever played SC1, they're the replacement for the Guardian unit. They're very good units, but they also come very late. So some light people don't use them just because of how late you get them. And this Virophage will get destroyed right there, and this colony has been saved. Without a single loss of Vikings.
We'd all be dead without you.
No problem. Save you anytime. I don't actually like. I don't like mission. I don't like games you gotta save everybody just because it's like, ooh, they're so stupid. You gotta bail them out of everything. But this mission, I understand. I mean, they're not warriors. They're not fighters at all. They're just little guys. They're just had in the wrong place at the wrong time. They're basically oh shit! So I need to land these guys because that's an Ultralisk. Sadly, my base defense isn't holding up like I thought it would, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna just save load again, or just save right here again. Get another SCV. We should have one repairing. Bunker right there. He's got 25 Vikings. This is a very formidable force of Vikings. I'm also getting the level 1 attack upgrade, which should actually increase their damage in the air by about, if I remember correctly, it's 2.